Congratulations to Middle Tennessee. I got a lot of respect for Coach Davis and their program. They did a good job today. They come in here and beat us as convincingly as they did on our home floor. And we got to go to work, and we got to get better. And that's the plan. I need to go figure out a better plan because right now it's unacceptable, and I understand that. But credit them. They came in here. We had opportunities to get back in the game. It's 27-24. It's 11-0 run in the half. You get it to 8 in the second half. It's a 14-point game. You watch college basketball all the time. That's nothing. And we get it to 8, and then we just break. We got to improve in a lot of areas, and I understand that, and I know that. And the same thing. It's the same thing every day. I just talk about, we got to rebound better. We get dominated on the glass. We got one guy who can go rebound the ball right now, and we can't make free throws. But as the coach and as the leader, I've got to adjust to that, and I got to figure out ways to win, put these guys in position to be more successful.
In a lot of ways, it just doesn't seem like you have enough bullets in your gun, but the guys just talked about they didn't fight hard enough. They didn't go after the 50-50 balls enough. So
yeah, you need bullets. You need bullets, but when they do what we're supposed to do, you get some pretty good things. Some good things happen, but I've got to get our culture reestablished. We don't have any carryover from the past. Our depth was so good. That was such a strength of ours. I've got to get our culture back because you can't get beat like that, in your home. And we've never gotten beat like that really since I've been a head coach. Even been beat that bad, So. They'll say that, I don't want to sit here and say, hey, we didn't play hard. We got to execute better. We got to do a lot of things better because, after the game, you don't want to say you didn't play hard. That, we can't cheat the game.
Are there any positives you take from this game, or is it just more material to win on?
No, I mean, I don't think there's any positives. I think the one positive, if I had to get one, was we're down 20-something. We got an opportunity to work on our extended pressure, and we did a pretty decent job, and then at times to get it back to where, it could have gone to 30, and really embarrassed you. But we got at least to respectability. You still get beat 18, which is embarrassing, but it could have been 28, if that's a positive. But I don't have anything positive out of this game, at all. It's just, I can't just keep saying in the press conference every time that I'm embarrassed. That's not going to help. So what I've got to say is we've got to get better, and I've got to figure out ways to reestablish this culture for this program because everybody understands this is unacceptable.
You go on the road again, go to St. Mary's, nice long trip out to California. You still had some of the things that have plagued you on the road that happened tonight, poor free throw shooting, got rebounded. So, and I know you're going to say there's still more work to do with that.
Yeah, well, I probably did a bad job scheduling the way we lined up our schedule. To be on the road every weekend is not a good thing. So, that's on us, the way we scheduled. I got to do a better job in balancing the schedule a little bit. But, the good thing is we go out there. It's a great opportunity to play a really good team and get better. And it's like I talked to my buddy last night, one of my best friends who's an assistant at Marquette that was with me here for a long time and helped get this program to where it's been. He was excited after they lost. And I don't take my words, don't say excited, but I was checking on him to make sure he was all right because they got beat. And he said, yeah, I'm fine. We got better tonight. And if we got beat, like you asked me yesterday, if we got beat and we got better, then I'm going to be okay because I'm not caught up right now in the record. What was unacceptable tonight is our toughness, is our execution, is our attention to detail, and I've let that slide. And that's not my personality at all, And I've got to start being and I told him in there, I said, everybody that works for me in our program, whether it's from Dave sitting over there, they all got to be a lot more accountable. And I've got to hold him that because I've tried to not be my anal self, and that's not working.
And you kind of sit them down and say, when we cut it to 8, this is what we did good, and this is, I mean, can you just bottle that?
Yeah, I mean, you just got to show them, and you just got to show them. But our problem is we can't be consistent, you know. And how we get consistency, it's hard when you don't have guys to say, all right, man, if you're not going to do it, we're going to go with this guy, and then he's getting it done. When your numbers are crunched, you know, it's, you know. But I keep saying that, and I go back to the other thing, and I contradict myself because, shoot, my first year I played 7 guys, you know, so, you know, we just got to get better, and I know the areas we got to get better. We got to get more athletic, and I don't think we can do that today, you know, in any certain way. So this year, but we've got to figure out ways to guard better. You know, we got ways to shorten the shot clock. Figure out ways to, you know, starts out the game. We know they're going to double the post. We run a play. If everybody's watching the game, they know what I'm talking about. The whole backside's cleared out. They drop it off, and we miss a layup. We come back, we run another version of it, and the same thing happens again. You know, so those are things we got to do a better job in. All right, thanks, guys.